Everyone's bragged about adopting a white daughter off the street. In the video, she said her name was Ava Baroni Combs. Twitter's community notes said it was a joke, but people are not so sure. You see, Diddy's ex-bodyguard said the reason Diddy's homes were raided was because he made girls go into ex-traffic work. And some say Ava was part of this ring.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Oh, Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Ava Baroni Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also.
At first, you think, no way, that can't be real. That's his own father's daughter, right? But as you start to dig deeper, you realize this story is darker, sadder, and way more twisted than anyone could have imagined. Because behind the fame, the luxury, the perfect photos, and the red carpet smiles, there's a trail of betrayal, heartbreak, and silence that's been buried for years. And now, one woman is breaking that silence, and it's shaking the entire Combs empire to its core.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with the.
She's done pretending. She's done protecting a family that turned its back on her. And what she's revealing about Christian Combs, her own half-brother, is making fans rethink everything they thought they knew about the Diddy dynasty. But before we get to the moment she exposed him, let's rewind. Because to understand how this all exploded, we have to go back to where it began, inside the Combs mansion, where everything looked perfect on the outside, but almost nothing was real on the inside.
What you doing tonight, baby?
We're making desserts for our bonfire tomorrow.
Okay.
Because, and like everyone that was invited has to bring something, and then our thing that we had to bring was dessert. And then like everyone else, they bring like food and drink.
For decades, Diddy built his name on power, image, and control. He wasn't just an artist, he was a businessman, a mogul, a man obsessed with legacy. To the public, he was the definition of success. Money, music, mansions, and beautiful kids who seemed to have it all. But behind those family portraits, people close to the Combs circle always whispered that Diddy's world was built on appearances, not love. His kids grew up under constant pressure to perform, to smile, to look perfect. They weren't just his children, they were his brand. Christian Combs, also known as King Combs, became the face of that next generation.
There was a crew member on the yacht. She was a bartender, and she says that shortly after this incident with the shot, she says she was cornered in a room. She says things became aggressive and physical, and then says that Christian Combs forced himself on her, and then says that it wasn't until another employee on the yacht came into this room.
Stylish, smooth, always surrounded by friends and models, he was groomed to be his father's mirror. And for a while, it worked. Fans saw him as the fun, charming heir to the throne, someone who could carry Diddy's legacy into the future. But what fans didn't see was how complicated life was for Diddy's daughters, especially those who weren't in the spotlight as much. One of them, we'll call her Kayla, was quiet, private, and often overshadowed by her father's fame and her brother's lifestyle. She grew up watching the glitz, but also the chaos, the parties, the rumors, the heartbreaks her father caused, and the women who came and went.
Public relations side of this, Diddy is gonna want to put up a front of an innocent person. And sometimes the best defense is a good offense. Right now, investigators are going through the evidence that they seized. What they're really looking for are videos of the alleged.
For years, Kayla stayed out of it. She didn't crave fame. She wanted peace. But everything changed the day Christian started paying attention to her, not as a brother, not as family, but as someone he could charm, use, and discard when the cameras stopped rolling. It started quietly. Kayla had always been close to Christian. At least that's what the family thought. They went to the same events, shared mutual friends, and looked like a tight-knit sibling duo online. But privately, things were messy. Sources say Christian had a habit of crossing lines, emotionally and socially. He'd flirt with girls his father introduced him to, play mind games, and move on like nothing happened. But when it came to Kayla, it was different. He treated her like she was special, told her she was the only one who really understood him. They talked late into the night, went on quiet trips together, and were seen together in ways that made fans start to whisper. People close to them noticed how uncomfortable Kayla looked sometimes. But nobody said anything, because in the Combs family, silence is survival. Then came the night that changed everything. According to what Kayla later revealed, Christian had promised her something, an emotional bond, a future, something real. But it was all a lie. Behind her back, he was seeing multiple women, keeping secrets, and using her name to boost his image. When she found out, it shattered her completely. She tried to talk to him privately, hoping he'd at least be honest. Instead, he laughed it off, told her not to make it a big deal. And that's when she realized the truth. To Christian, people were props. And she was just another one. After the fallout, Kayla disappeared from the public eye. She stopped showing up at family events. She unfollowed her father's accounts. For months, fans noticed she was gone, but didn't know why. Then, out of nowhere, she came back, and she wasn't quiet anymore. In a raw, emotional post on social media, she said she was tired of living in a house full of lies. She wrote that Christian used her heart to build his image and then discarded her like yesterday's news. At first, people were confused. Was this a metaphor? A breakup? A family issue? But the clues were there. She mentioned feeling betrayed by blood and said loyalty only matters when it's convenient for them. She didn't name Christian outright, but everyone knew. The post went viral within hours. Fans flooded the comments, saying things like, "Wait, did Christian do this to his own sister?" Others added, "That family has been hiding secrets for years. I believe her." But what really blew things up was what came next. Kayla didn't just vent online, she started dropping receipts. Screenshots, old messages, and photos that showed how close she and Christian really were. In one of them, he told her, "Don't tell nobody about us. They won't understand." Another message said, "You know I only trust you. You're the only one who gets me." Those screenshots hit the internet like a bomb. Because suddenly, this wasn't just gossip. It was evidence of a dark, confusing relationship inside one of Hollywood's most powerful families. And while Kayla never described anything illegal, what she revealed emotionally was devastating. How manipulation and emotional abuse can happen even behind mansion doors, even between people who call each other family. Christian stayed silent at first. Then, as the story gained traction, he posted a vague tweet. "People love drama. Don't believe everything you see." But it was too late. The internet had already chosen a side, and it wasn't his. Old videos of Christian partying with girls, disrespecting women, and bragging about his player lifestyle started resurfacing. People began calling him out, saying, "This is exactly the behavior Kayla was talking about." Even insiders started whispering that Diddy knew something was wrong, but told Kayla to keep it in the family. That's when Kayla snapped again. In another post, she wrote, "You protect monsters because you're afraid of losing control, but I lost my peace years ago trying to stay quiet." And with that one sentence, she shattered whatever was left of the Combs family image. Kayla's decision to speak out wasn't easy. She knew going against her brother and her father would come with consequences. But by then, she had nothing left to lose. Friends close to her said she'd been struggling quietly for years, anxiety, depression, and the pressure of living under Diddy's name. Every move she made, every post she shared, was judged through the lens of fame she never asked for. And when the person she trusted most turned around and betrayed her, it broke something inside her that money could never fix. She talked about how fake everything felt, the smiles at parties, the family goals captions, the way Diddy would talk about love and loyalty in interviews while ignoring his children's pain behind the scenes. To her, the Combs empire was a house built on secrets, and she was done holding them up. In a heartbreaking moment during a live stream, Kayla said, "I used to think being part of this family meant something, but all it means is silence. I was told to protect the name, even when the name didn't protect me." Fans watching broke down in the comments. People called her brave, saying she was finally showing the world the emotional toll of being in a family where image matters more than truth. And that's when others started coming forward too. Old friends, former staff members, even ex-girlfriends of Christian, all sharing stories that lined up with what Kayla described. It wasn't just about one heartbreak anymore. It was about years of manipulation, gaslighting, and emotional neglect, all wrapped in designer clothes and fame. Kayla's pain became a mirror for countless young women who had been made to feel small, invisible, or replaceable. Her courage gave voice to a story bigger than just her family. It became a statement about what happens when power protects itself and love becomes performance. Now, months later, the Combs family is scrambling to recover. Christian's reputation has taken a hit, and his social media presence has gone quiet. Brands that once collaborated with him have reportedly paused deals, and people in the industry are whispering that his clean image is officially over. Diddy himself hasn't addressed Kayla's accusations directly, but insiders say tension inside the mansion is unbearable. He's furious that the family's private issues went public. But at the same time, people are saying Kayla's words open something that can't be closed anymore. Because now, fans are starting to see the cracks, not just in the Combs brand, but in the idea that money and fame can hide the truth forever. Kayla has been quiet lately, focusing on her mental health. She's posted quotes about healing, growth, and finding peace. One of her most liked posts simply said, "I may have lost a family, but I found my freedom." And maybe that's the real story here. Not just that she exposed her brother, but that she broke a generational curse, the silence that protected power instead of people. Because when you grow up in a world where secrets are currency, telling the truth becomes rebellion. And Kayla's rebellion might just be the beginning of the end for Diddy's carefully crafted empire. The internet hasn't stopped talking. Some fans say this is karma finally catching up. Others hope Kayla finds peace and distance from the chaos her last name brings. Either way, one thing is clear: the Combs family may never look the same again. And maybe that's exactly how the truth begins. Was Christian Combs just another spoiled celebrity who thought he could play with people's emotions and get away with it? Or is this story exposing something much deeper, a cycle of control and silence that's finally cracking open? Drop your thoughts below, because this isn't over. Not even close. And if you thought this was explosive, wait until you hear what insiders are saying about Diddy's next move, the one that could finally bring his empire crashing down for good.